Hi, my name's Dan. I'm with iZotope. We're at the 2018 Namm show, and we're here to discuss Spire Studio, iZotope's first hardware recording unit. We have a lot of the same processing power that people know and love from iZotope software built into a hardware recorder. So it's really easy to just start recording right away. So one of the big challenges that we've run into as a whole is that as musicians, it's often kind of cumbersome to get your ideas recorded right away. And one of the things that Spire does, it gives you professional quality recording at the touch of a button. It's pretty great. This is the unit, and we have an app that goes along with it via the Apple Store.
So it's kind of interesting physical format. How did you kind of come up with that one?
Well,
What was the thinking behind it?
Well, we wanted something that was compact and had a pretty easy user interface that anybody could easily tap into. And for something so small, it's really powerful. On the back, we have two Grace Design preamps. This will record two things at once. In addition to that, they also have phantom power, of course. We have two headphone outputs, and there's an omnidirectional condenser microphone built in right into the front. So the design is good for a user interface, but also packs a lot into a very small format. And rather than using Bluetooth, we use Wi-Fi for our wireless connection between this and the application. So you get better bandwidth, a faster transfer, and it's just a more secure connection.
So I'm guessing this is designed for portable use, not on the go. Have you got a system of luggage that can slot into?
Yeah, we have a bag coming out very soon. It will be available in the next couple of weeks, and it will fit the Spire perfectly along with some cables. So, yeah. One of the big things that I like to showcase on Spire is rather than getting your levels all set up, if you're playing acoustic guitar or singing and you have an electric guitar plugged in here, we have a function called Soundcheck, which automatically sets your levels based on playing. So all I need to do is hit this button right here, and it'll listen to whatever I'm putting into the microphone or if I'm plugged into the back, and it'll automatically set our levels and EQ it properly. So anytime I'm ready to record, it has a perfect level for it. From there, all you need to do is hit record, and it'll record right here. So we have 5 other tracks at the same time. This will record 8 tracks at once, or 8 tracks in total. So, and then from the app, we can also have transport control. So if this is kind of far away, I can do the same thing right here. So it's recording right now, right? We also have a more of a unique approach to our mixing software, which on the app is right here. We have a pretty cool visual mixer. So rather than the traditional mixing format of like like the standard DAW style mixer, we have a single unit right here where you have our level control and our pan. And we can select tracks individually, we can center them, we can solo them by holding it down. So it's very cool. And we also have some stereo imaging effects right there. And one of the biggest functions is our sharing function right here. So you've got several different ways to send your recording out to friends on social media, that sort of thing. You have a M4A, which is like an MP3 style format. You can text it to people, you can email it. We have our WAV file, which is standard Redbook audio. You can publish it to social media like Facebook or Twitter. And then we also have we can sync it to your SoundCloud account. You can publish directly to SoundCloud straight from the Spire app.
So run us through a typical recording session. How do you start right from the get-go?
Well, it's actually pretty simple. So I want to do something brand new, right? So let's go back to our menu. All I need to do is hit this little plus button right here. And we have a brand new project, right? So I sound check it, and it'll go for a couple seconds. About, I think it's 10 in total. So we have our levels. We are sound checked, ready to go. Now all I need to do, I can hit record here or hit record on the unit, and now we're recording. If I wanted to throw some effects on there, we do have some digital effects. We also have some amp modeling if you have a guitar to plug into or a bass. So now it'll automatically default to the next track, and we have a visual representation of that on the unit. So this is track 1, and the more tracks we record, the smaller these get. Like I said, we can do 8 in total. So now say I have a guitar plugged in, I can swipe this out and hit recording effects, and we have our amps, There's like a Fender style, an AC30. There's a bass modeler which does some pretty good overdrive for guitar players. And we also have some like an acoustic shaper and some delays. So if I hit the check mark, it'll add those. I can hit X to get out of there. And then
So
from
these effects, are they available on input?
yes.
So how do you monitor those effects?
Well, we have monitoring on here directly. There's monitoring off and monitoring on. It'll automatically default to off if there's nothing plugged in. We do have our headphone outputs right here. So I can turn those off, I can turn those on through monitoring.
Cool. So once you're done recording,
Mm-hmm.
mixing, how do you get to that?
You just tap this mix button right here. There we go. And this is our pan left and right and volume up and down.
Okay, and the tracks will be represented.
Yep, 1 through 8.
Okay.
So we also have a nice metronome function on here too. Kind of helps you keep time. There's a tap function. There's also, quarter notes and 4/4 time, 3/4 time, 6/8, and 1/4. So, and we can change the tempo 120 beats per minute is our default.
Cool.
So, yep, the app's available as a free download. So if you do have a Spire Studio and you're collaborating with a friend who doesn't have one, they can download the app for free, and you guys can collaborate by sharing the project as a Spire piece right here. So if I want to export this as a Spire track, I can send this out via AirDrop or send it to iCloud or Dropbox or email it, that sort of thing.
Excellent. Great. Thanks very much.
Yeah, thank you.